Hello there, and welcome to a new game review. Today will be a little bit different than from usual. We'll have two games today, and I'll explain at the end why. It's gonna be obvious after we review them, but let's start. So we have a classical beginning, though he starts king side instead of queen side in comparison to how I usually do. He goes to threaten my pawn. I go to defend it. He goes to be a little bit aggressive on my side, as well as securing his castle. At least that's what I imagine he does. That's what I'm thinking. I go in with the horse here. I kind of got used to playing the white side, so I thought I'm going to castle right. But then I realized it's a bit of a mistake because then if I moved the horse here first, then I could attempt to take this pawn over here. But he goes to defend it anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. That puts a little bit of easy pressure on my conscience, I guess, because I didn't lose one move needlessly to do this. I would have done it regardless. Now I move the pawn here to secure this spot so he can't come here and do a wombo combo with this pawn here, even though it's easy for me to defend, but it won't be worth it with the queen. And if I want to move the bishop ahead, then it's gonna be an issue with that. Maybe this one would have been the better solution for that if he did come here and I didn't move this pawn here. Regardless of that, he moves his bishop. I'm unsure exactly what he's aiming for that, so I just continue with my move. I just force my pawn in this position so that I can corner the horse. He's going to be forced to come here, then I can threaten it with this one. Then he needs to come here or here, and if he comes here, I can take him with the bishop. Again with the aiming, and if he jumps into this position, then yeah, I was unsure exactly how I'm gonna take him there, but I'll still take it. I was pretty hung up on killing the horse. Now he moves his pawn forward, and now I'm realized that in my previous games I had a little bit of issues with just jumping in and taking pieces, and then I had thought that maybe I should just push this pawn forward and continue with my idea to put pressure on the horse. Um, this pawn will be protected by the bishop anyway. Then if he wants to take my pawn, then I can take his horse from here. And then if he wants to take this pawn over here, then I can just deflect it with my own. And yeah, that's about it, to be fair. Um, I forgot which one I did, if I did this or I ate this. Let's see. Yeah, I move forward. Because I knew that if I move forward, he can take this one with the bishop, then I can take with the horse, and he takes with the queen, and then he's gonna threaten my rook. And the only thing I could have done to defend it is to move here upwards. And I didn't really want to do that. So that's why I went for the horse. He runs with the horse, which I mean, yeah, it's obviously a good decision on his side. So I take this chance to take the pawn. He decides to take it, and then I went with the horse exactly as I said that he's going to threaten me. But then I realized there's one thing that I can do. I can move my queen here because the horse, not this one. Yeah, you need to protect the queen, not the pawn. Okay, you can move with the queen here and thus defend it. So I just moved the queen there, and I was like, okay, if you want to take me, then I'm going to take you, and then you're going to lose the pawn for that. I mean, if he wants to move forward to protect the pawn, then I can just do this. Then he will take this one here, and yeah, then from there I would have to go here with bishop and attempt to take this one, but probably protect it with a horse. It's not going to be a very good move. Probably will counter with this one. But I'm getting my head of myself because silently I was hoping he's going to move the queen somewhere and panic just somewhere else, just like he did with the horse. And then I will have a free shot at the rook, But yeah, I didn't think I was that lucky to get in so easily. Those kind of blunders, I can only do them when I'm too focused on my tunnel vision. And that might be a foreshadowing. Anyway, he moves to defend the queen, and I'm like, yeah, I'm still going to force my way in. If you decide to just stay there. And I think I kind of forced him to take the queen now, which he does end up doing. So I take the queen. We're on equal ground, so it's up to him what he does. He moves his pawn in order to protect his rook, which is good move to be honest. Though he could have just very well just moved his horse, I suppose, or like move his horse here. But I would still win a pawn. So yeah, I think this is his best move that he could do here. Now, my only conundrum is that the horse is a little bit stuck, but definitely this side of the board is ruined. The bishop is aiming at this pawn, so I need to castle right side. So I just need to move the bishop out and castle. He decides to castle too, so I do it as well. But I realized that by doing it, I allow him to take this free pawn. But yeah, it's too late. Well, you'd think so, but actually I had time to save it. So at this point in time, I knew he can do this. Not that, this. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then if you want to take it, then I'm just going to be here and stabilize my center. But then I won't have this beautiful column here. So what do I do? Do I come up with a counter strategy like maybe moving this one here and whatever he does, because well, it's not really a threat except in at least one more move. Nah, actually no, it wouldn't be a threat anyway. He can't do this. So probably I could have done this. Bum bum bum. A loss. Definitely not. Definitely a bad decision. I could have definitely done this, but then I would force him to do this. So yeah, this one probably would have been the best thing that I could do to defend this little boy. Even this one would have been a good choice. But no, I decided to just go for the horse. I was like, you're putting the horse back in my aim. I'm just gonna go chase him because who doesn't like horses? And what person cannot keep up in speed with a horse, right? Well, anyway, I lose the pawn. So I moved my horse instead of moving here to threaten this boy. I moved it here to properly get stuck because, yeah, why wouldn't I do that? Why wouldn't I want to get stuck? Um, so he decides to take this pawn, which I fail to see that it's going to be a target. And now I realize that I have to be serious. Now I lost 2 pawns. I was okay with losing 1 pawn, but 2, well, that's a little bit too much. So time to lock in. I decide to move in here and secure this position because I start to concoct a plan which will span on multiple moves that can go wrong at multiple levels. But keep up with me. So we move the bishop here, we take the horse. He needs to take it with whatever. Cool, I win a bishop. And game plan, we get plus points. What can go wrong? Well, up to here, nothing. Hopefully we don't get distracted. He takes the pawn because he probably realizes something will happen. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't think of it. Now what do I do? Oh well, I take it obviously. I'm not gonna let him check me. I thought about like going, no, you're not a horse, you're a bishop. I can do this, like continue the plan, but he can properly put a rig in my ranches and ruin it altogether. And I would still be forced to take it. And well, lose position because I liked my position. I was cornering the king, he wasn't, so this was my only shot at going for the victory. So what happens from here? Uh, well, I forgot, so let's go next. Oh yeah, he pushed the pawn. He's like, yeah, I don't like your bishop being there. Um, for a second, I thought going here, but obviously that would be a bad plan. So the only way I can go is here and here. But I didn't like because like there's nothing I can do there. So I'm just going to go with the bishop here. So if he chooses to go with the horse back so he doesn't ruin his position, not that he would, because he can do this, like I said, I can target his horse. Well, not that one, even though I would like very much to do that. I can try to aim at this guy. Um, so I just go here, and then I realize, I mean, sure, it's almost 2 minutes of a move that I had to think of. But only after I moved it, I realized, he can take it. Ah, well, no matter, I can defend it, which ends up happening. Well, I mean, for better or worse, it takes him 2 minutes too to come up with this idea. So, I mean, vindicated, probably. Uh, Here, I wasn't sure first what he wanted to do because he can't really put pressure on this side unless he does a lot more moves than this. But the idea is that he can probably try and move one more, and then with his third move, here, with his third move, he can secure this pawn here, which right now is unprotected. I could definitely move here and threaten this guy here. But yeah, overall, I wasn't really precisely sure how I want to play this. So I thought that I could probably come up with these moves and then go as a rocket in this direction because he's kind of stuck. And I also have a bishop here. So if I do end up being allowed to have this one, well, actually, I was kind of trigger happy here. I forgot about that and wanted to win this position. Although, yeah, probably. I mean, let's not think about it. So if I was allowed to do this, and then I had a free move to shot here, and obviously he didn't move his pawn forward, because why would you move your pawn forward? Just let it there. Let me win. I mean, think about the right side, getting the tunnel vision. Forget about what I'm trying to do here. Then he's going to be forced to move here. Then I can force my bishop in this way. Um, and then what next? Because if you go with the rook here, he can take you. You'll take with the rook here, and then he can take the bishop, even if this rook is not here. So, well, yeah, I didn't really have a plan. So, onwards, my pawn. You're gonna win this game. Um, okay, so he goes away. Horsey wins. Um, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you something. In this game, the king is not this guy with a cross. Like, who would listen to this guy? This guy is the hero of this game. So he's obviously gonna be the king, and everybody needs to listen to the horse. If this horse falls, the entire game is over. We can't win this game if the horse dies. Just let me in on the secret. He goes in to threaten the horse. I think maybe we have spies in our kingdom, and he found out that this horse holds the entire control of the game. So what's going to happen? Well, we move it away. We're not gonna risk trying to fork our bishop and our horse over here, right? Um, hmm. I'm unsure if like there was another more secretive thing that he could do. He moves the horse here. There's nothing as a threat. No, there's not a threat. I mean, he can move here definitely, yeah, and force, yeah. He moved here, and then I would need to move the horse somewhere, though even this one is protecting it, then probably he could take a shot at the bishop. Anyway, I moved the horse here, because why precisely not? I can actually give a free check to the king, even if it doesn't matter, because, well, I've done that in the past, why not do it again? The secret to that would be that I can move the horse there. I needed one free move, like moving the bishop here or somewhere, so that I can be free and move the rook here to protect the king. And then we move with the bishop here and keep the king from going back. And since the king will be here because of the horse being here, protected by this bishop, I mean rook. Yeah, this one is on our bishop right now. Um, he'll get flustered and probably make a mistake. That's the plan. That's the plan for now, guys. We roll with it. So here I was thinking, why did he want to move this pawn here? I can easily block it with this guy, and then he's stuck here. What is he gonna do? He's gonna come on another one and threaten me, no matter I have another one here. And then I realized that he can come with the rook here and threaten my horse. And I was like, no, we can't have that. Obviously, we need to protect the horse. So rook can't come here. Mission accomplished. Wow, look at that. He actually knows that trick. I actually didn't know you can do that. Well, I mean, I knew you can do that, but in one of the previous reviews, I was not allowed to do that, even if the enemy did 2 moves forward. For unknown reasons. To this day, I don't understand why I couldn't. I just thought that, you cannot do it if you don't have a pawn in front of you. Seems like this guy could do it. Maybe he's with the referee. He paid money to have this advantage. The odds are against us, lads and gents. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna take it with this pawn? Well, that would be disastrous because that would be the end of the game. We need to move away, and if we decide to ruin the game, we have to move here. Like, not here to safety. Why should we go here? We should go here so that when we lose the rook, whatever we're trying to do, when this horse moves and pins the bishop, we're gonna be in a check because it has to be nice and pretty. Now that this one would do this, I mean, because it was this anyway. Let's leave the jokes a bit aside. I know that I am going to lose a free pawn, and I'm in a pinch here because, well, it can still check me and take my rook basically. So I decide to move my bishop here in an attempt to stop him from doing anything nefarious to, well, this guy that we're, well, still effectively faking that he's the king. But yeah, I think I just didn't want him to be stuck here and do something else. Or if he stayed, then I will just take him. Um, I think another move that I could have taken is to come here, but then he could come here. Now that this one will stop him, and there's no other way I could protect this pawn in another manner, so to say. So yeah, I come here. He goes to threaten this, and then I realized that I could technically move this one and continue the charade, but eventually I will have to arrive here on the next move, which, well, it's not good for me. So I decided to move the king and protect this poor pawn, because this guy, well, he cares about his people, so why should we do that? Yep, now he threatens the horse again. Even though it's protected by this rook, I think I forgot that I'm protected. And I was like, you want to take my horse? No, the king is going to go mano a mano with your king. You don't know that yet, but this guy can do it. Well, what now? Um, well, we need to protect the king, obviously. How we are going to protect it? What? This rook can be threatened? Nah, I don't think so. That can't happen. Um, Told you, it cannot happen. Like, he won't do it, except if he will do it and pin this pawn at the same time. Obviously, we need to move this one, but where do we move it? Do we move it here to protect this little pawn, this poor boy? That's like the only peasant that remained on the board. Well, obviously not. Who cares about them? We just go and save the rook. Nothing can threaten it. I mean, nothing, right? Come on, horsey, try to get that fork. Yeah, I thought this is gonna be a good bait, honestly, because I could have literally come here or here, but yeah, I wanted to fork the horse. Though in hindsight, I realized that he can check my king, which will be a little bit bad, maybe. So maybe put the rook here, so I protect the king. Nah, guys, he's just a buffoon. Did you forget? We don't care about him. We don't protect him. We need to protect the horse. Okay, he moves the rook here because obviously he wants to go and attack this guy. He doesn't know that it's just a buffoon. So I'm like, okay. While they are busy trying to take a decoy, I'm going for the bigger target. I'm going for the real king. Well, he checks me. Expectable. I had prepared this. I learned the decoy, the mastery of buying time. Well, what are you going to do now? Are you going to take it with rook? Because, well, that will seal your fate for this other one. So the only way to protect it is to go with the horse, which he does. But that buys me time to go for his king. Hey, you thought you have my king pin here and some sort of interesting tomfoolery? No, sir, I got you trapped. And now he doesn't know it yet. Even though he has like 40 seconds left to move, I didn't. I forgot exactly at which time he really got that much time lost. But anyway, in this one, like with 10, 15, it's like not a loss at all. Um, anyway, my bad fingers. Why did you move? All right, so we have now our genius leader, and he thinks, what move could I do here to ruin this man's day? So if I move here, well, it's not going to be much, right? He can just go here. So in order to block that way, we can come here and block it. Then can he come back? Nope. Can he go here? Nope. Can he go here? Nope. Wait, yeah, he can't do it anything. Well, to be fair, was one move he could do. There was two moves that he could do, but still, our glorious leader has paved the way to success. Endgame. We win, ladies and gentlemen. We got the win back home. Our loss streak is over. Well, now I guess it's time to explain why there are two games that I'm going to present today. Well, as you can see, obviously, I don't have statistics for this game because the other statistics have been used for this game. Which, to be fair, kind of upset me in a way that I was like, yeah, I can't really be content with presenting just this game alone. I was like, okay, let's go a second game, see if we can bring a victory so that we can be proud of something. Like, is this game, in a certain sense, that it makes us feel bad? Well, it makes me feel bad because there's no multiple, but yeah, I guess us, as in probably you that you will watch with me at the same time. Um, well, my intention is not to make you feel bad, but well, let's just jump into it and present to you one game that I feel like I was actually thinking with the mind of a horse. Um, I was going to, well, actually, let's get into it. Let's not get spoilers. We shouldn't. Pretty similar, but well, just to get a real turn of events, this was the first game. So actually, the other game started similar to this one, and you will see that it's a little bit different in the entry opening moves, and it will become clear why. Obviously, he didn't move the horse here, so here I wanted to push in and go for this position. Um, Obviously, I would win um, a bishop here, and if he wants to come with a queen, then I end up winning. Um, like a certain someone said, uh, eventually it's gonna be prophetic, I guess, for the game as well. I can't take more winning; it's too much winning. Um, but he does move his horse here, which I kind of forgot that he can do. So I go with the pawn and be like, okay, fine, I'm gonna take you on the right side. What can go wrong? And then he goes backwards, and I'm like, I could come this way unopposed, or I could come this way again unopposed. But then, I thought for a second, and then I realized that I don't need to think. It's basically the same thing, right? Well, bad news for that game is that this one was the ultimate better move because I do move this one. And then I realized that, oh, I kind of ruined the root protection of this pawn here. So there's nothing protecting it. And the guy sees it. And I'm like, whoops. Okay, now what? How do I salvage this? Well, obviously, I go with the bishop here to threaten his horse. He's going to be afraid, right? Well, he moves his bishop to protect his horse. Though, to be fair, I think this one would have been a better move in hindsight for him too. We're going to see it at the review. There's no review for this one because, well, the game the site won't allow me to do. So we'll close this one and I will review it personally tomorrow, I think. Yeah, I'll see about it. Okay, now I know that if I take this, he can take this, then I'll take it with the queen. I'm good. I'm good, right? Well, like I said, he's gonna move this pawn. But first time, I think it was better for him to do this one first, so that he stops this one from happening. Like, if I didn't move the queen there, I think I should have moved this pawn here so that he can't reinforce it and then move my queen here. Although if I moved it here, it wasn't protected, so probably could do this, bam, bam. Actually, no, not with this one. With this one, and then have a rook free for this bishop here. Yeah, there could have been different things to do. Anyway, I get my horse out because, well, I didn't exactly know how to clean it, but then I saw that there is a fork on the queen that I can do, and I don't know, maybe it develops into something because he will have to move his queen. Maybe he doesn't move it here, and I can go here and trap it and then take a rook and feel better about myself that I didn't just lose a pawn for nothing. But he moved the queen away. Now what do I do? Well, obviously, I'm gonna attempt to still take the queen because I can do that from this position as well, right? But he moves to defend this one. Okay. This guy knows how to defend his pieces. And I have no clue on how to basically proceed from here. And honestly, I think a better choice would have been to come with the bishop here and then do a castle. But I saw something juicier. I mean, the horse saw something juicier. And he saw a possible attack on the queen, so why not go for it? Well, this is why I shouldn't have gone for it. Mm. And I honestly thought this is a good idea because if he wants to take this one, then I can take with this one. And then whatever he does next, I can do this one still. But I kind of forgot about something. Like, I thought it's like it took me like honestly 6 seconds. Yeah, 6 seconds. Maybe I should have listened to the weird feeling I felt like tingling behind my neck because there was, if I did, I would have heard a horse saying, "Hello there." Um, yeah, now I'm in trouble. Big trouble. Trouble enough that I should have, like, yeah, Bishop should have gone forward. Why did I think this is a good idea? Horse, I blame you. We relinquish you from your duty. But that will have to wait. The other horse will have the chance to rule another game. but that's for the future. For now, we need to survive. Now, do I come up with a good solution from the two solutions that I had? No, I had to pick the bad one, which is actually the plunder. I was surprised, like, this wasn't considered the plunder, but this was considered the plunder because now I think I lost the queen. And because I lose the queen, that's why it's the plunder. I think that if I would have moved here, um, now he would have been in deep trouble. And um, I didn't realize this. I went into the review before the game. So I'll just state it ahead. If he wanted to take with a horse, then I would fork the king. He can't stop the horse, so he needs to do something with him. And then I take the queen, and we are back in business, basically. But I didn't think of all that. I just moved to the right, because, yeah, this boy was scared of going into the action, so it's like, yeah, I don't know, you guys just solve it between yourselves. Yeah, it's not my business. So, yep, I lose the queen. And to be fair, I don't exactly remember why I decided to move with the king here, because I could have just do this, but whatever. And he just goes back to, well, check B, take the rook, because, yeah, when one bad thing happens, why shouldn't we go with all the bad decisions? But I mean, it's fine, right? It's just a plus 15 difference of points. We can still do something about it, right? Um, Honestly, resign was never in my mind, because why would a horse resign? A horse never resigns. So yeah, we do get to fork the king, right? Because we can still salvage it by taking a rook. Well, I don't know how it worked, because this guy was there. He literally was there. I can't explain exactly how that happened, but I will take it. I came with this one here because I was like, okay, I'm gonna take 5 points, not gonna be much, but maybe I can force him into a mate by some chance and be like, okay, so like when I'm gonna present this to other viewers, I'm gonna be like, hi, you think I did a blunder there? That I gave my queen and my rook and I didn't think about anything? Well, you'd be wrong, because I won the game. It was all a trap. Mm, I mean, if it wasn't this pesky horse, my work would have been complete. But this horse ruined my plans. So yeah, then I will just go for the horse, because, I mean, what am I losing at this point? I knew that he's probably going to be forced to take it or go back. And if he went back, then, well, I don't know exactly what I would have done, but I knew he's gonna want to take it. And then I will be able to check him again, maybe? Well, anyway, um, I was like, yeah, I kind of want to take the queen, not uh, not the rook. If I have any shot at winning the game, I need the queen. Even, yeah, I mean, where would I move the horse? Like, realistically, except, well, these very two positions. Um, Obviously, I lose the horse. I'm like, okay, fine. If the party's over, I'm gonna fork your queen. What are you gonna do about it? Um, so he decides to take my rook, and I was like, yeah, you can do it. I forgot. Yeah, up to this day, he still forgot that he can take my horse, which I'm fine with that, honestly. there's this is the only reason I'm still in the game. The horse, not the one that lost my game. This one that's like it's now second in command, and he's like, oh, now I need to do something with this after the previous leader has brought us in this shameful position. What am I supposed to do now? Um, so yeah, I moved the horse. Yeah. I mean, at this point, the king is a horse. Um, so I don't get checked. So I moved in advance. He eventually does it. Um, yeah, I just be like, okay, let's try and take pieces so that like the score isn't as bad as this. See what can he do? Come here and allow me to take it for free. That's not gonna happen. The bishop is caught. This guy is not gonna do anything. Maybe just come with this one, maybe enforce it, but I'm not afraid of it. Um, he goes in there to block my bishop, which is actually a good move from his side, but the advantage that he has, it's actually for me, it's not really a problem. I take a shot at the rook. He moves into to attack basically my horse. So instead of going here, because I didn't really see in which direction I could go or whatever, went here because I knew I can come basically in this position and then take this pawn, and then I can take this pawn, and then the left side is over, and then 10 turns over. If he forgets to, maybe he gets like this one, and then he starts dancing around in his base, I can turn into a queen and actually have a shot at winning this game. But obviously, it's not going to happen. Obviously, I take it because like, why shouldn't I take it? Why would I check the king? Because well, he's just going to take it, and there's nothing for me to do to stop him. Um, anyway, he takes it. Then I decide to go to the right side because, well, he could have come here and give me a pretty beautiful mate. And I was like, nah, I kind of enjoy suffering in this game, so let's not end it too soon. Well, he still decides to end it, which was quite upsetting. I mean, I used all my effort to move the king here in like 19 seconds, and you decide to end the game this cruelly. Yeah, I think he was more tired of this game than I was. Well, would you like please give me the review that I was already looking at? Because, I can't see it, but I already saw it. Unfortunately. So the thing about the blunder, if this would allow me, okay, does it work now? Can I see? Good, good, good. Okay, so can I? Okay, nice. We're in business. All right. So for me here, interesting is that this is considered a mistake, and obviously this would be a good follow-up. I mean, I already foresaw this after I saw the game, not in the review, which I guess that's an improvement because I saw it. This one would have been better. Um, yep. Then show follow-up. Yeah, if I wanted to do this, then he can just retreat here. And okay, here I do this. I try to attempt to threaten this one. I take this one, so I threaten the pawn. He goes there for a reason or another. I go here and I take a shot at this guy. He takes this. Okay, you move here to defend this guy. Yeah, that would be a loss on my part. Go here. Then to defend, probably move forward. No, I don't know. Can I move forward? He can do. Actually, it's a good move. Okay. He would just take this one, I guess. And then the horse would be blocked here. I can come here. I just run away because this is a loss. He comes here because it's not a threat anymore. This one for what? So that I can move my horse here. And you put me to do it? Why do you say it? Damn. I could also see that it's a mistake. Okay. Thank you. There's very fruitful follow-up. I can almost see the victory from here. if I do this, I can just do this for free. Actually, not for free, because I can take this and block his. Actually, yeah, I think I want to move this one. Consider a decent one. Well, sure, I guess. He takes this one. Castle, then he castles too. Yeah. This invites a castle. Now I decide to take this one. He'll take this one. What about going here though? Would it be a mistake? It's not, but it's not a powerful move either. So I take the horse because I don't want him running around. He puts pressure on me. Oh, I get to fork 2 pieces. Then he just does it. Okay, he takes this one and I take it. And he's a massive advantage, right? Yeah, I need to move here to protect the horsey. And he puts a dent in the plan. Kind of advantageous position, then I stop it. I mean, why would he move here though? Because I threaten it, okay. Alright, then he probably would move somewhere else. Do I really want to do that? No, if I do this, I'm gonna lose the horse for nothing. This is a mistake, yeah, blunder. Okay. Yeah, and he takes it, so what now? So I take this one, okay, I think. Okay. I aim to take the pawn, he protects the pawn by just doing that. Okay. And this would be a pretty hard game to continue, I think, from this position. And what, we're gonna move here. And then he comes back, right? Oh my god. Yeah, anyway. Okay, it was this move. This was a bad move from me. What would have been better then, if not this one? This one. Show follow up. Wow, a very extensive follow up. Thank you for it. Okay. Oh, do I have a better one? This one. Can you tell me why though? Okay, he retreats. I go on the offensive. Right? Yeah. Okay, he needs to move his queen. For this is definitely for castles, and he does the same. Okay. I mean, why don't you do this then? Huh? Why? Because this is a better move than that? Wait, so if it does this, this is a good move? Brilliant. Okay. Can you like teach me why? Alright, alright. Okay. And like I do this. And this one to secure this position here. Send this one to move this one here, I guess. What about this one? Nope. Best then. Okay. You are a bit stuck too, hey? Okay. It wouldn't be this one then. This one. Yeah. Because then he would be able to attempt to take this. threaten the horse. He needs to run. I force a take over here. He takes. Then I take this one. Then he moves this here. Okay. And this is a win for me. Probably take. Yep. Then I take. Yeah, I need to move the queen. And he wins a pawn. I take the pawn. Moves back because otherwise I'll take it. And then I go for. Ooh. Cheeky angle. That's a force move. Need to go back. Take this. He cannot take it with the bishop. Probably move here to attempt to take over with the queen on the left side. He goes in here. I take that rook. I have pretty big advantage here. And it's interesting how like this could have been developed and all from the. Yeah, I mean, she should have done a lot of things until then, but still. Well, anyway, okay, so this one he moved there. Okay, that one is almost decent. This is considered a yeah, an accuracy. Best would have been to take it. He takes it, and I move back. Unsure why exactly. Ah, because they forced it. Okay, take it. A horse. Do I want that? Why don't I do this then? Ah, all decent, I guess. The horse is stuck. Why not? I can't because of the check. Check. I defend. Yeah. And I can't protect it, right? I mean, I could fork, but still. I have fork castle. Okay. You would still have the advantage here. Like, you'd have an advantageous position because I can't castle anymore. I see. Okay. That still happens. An accuracy from his side. That's a good move from me. There's a bad move. It's a mistake. What could I have done? Do this. Follow. Dude, show me the follow. Okay. Sure. Okay. This is a mistake. Show the fork. Yeah, and he sees the fork. And he wins pieces. Yeah. Defense. Okay, that's what happens anyway. There's another inaccuracy. This checks me, and I don't know why it says that this is the blunder. This is the mistake because as far as I remember, the first time they said that this was the blunder that I did with the king. Okay, he takes it. There's another inaccuracy because he can do this. I think that the best move would have been to move to the right. Take with the take with the pawn. And honestly, yeah, it's I usually like I would be all hang up on taking pieces, but I don't know why I didn't do it this time. And I decided to let myself be played. I guess it just happens. It's bad that it happens, but I guess I should honestly this game. I kind of wanted to be like completely transparent. I wanted to try to be less focused on developing piece by piece, and I try to go for uh, round shots, let's call it that way, like trying to find wild angles to come from. But obviously, the reason to this game is that it's not a good idea, and I should keep to the fundamentals. I can't say that I started the game by thinking that I'm going to forgo fundamentals and just go with whatever I thought is cooler on the moment. Uh, cool, good, what's going to be good in the moment. But it just somehow I naturally got into that mindset and decided that if I go wild a little bit without putting in foundations to my movement or my strategy, um, something good is going to happen because there are other games that my opponents, it didn't feel to me like they did that, but they eventually managed to win. So I tried to apply it in my own way, and it went badly because I forgot the fundamentals. And honestly, even here, I know that I could have turned it a little bit back. It seems that this is considered to be the actual blunder, but I think the blunder happened here um, because uh, if I did this, he would have taken the horse. Um, Actually, I still could have done this, I suppose. But yeah, this is like a blunder because uh, okay. So the blunder is not exactly because I lose it for nothing. The blunder is because I could have won a queen. So probably if I didn't do this, I wouldn't have been able to win a queen. But to be fair, at this point, even if he did this, the difference would have been just 6 points because he has a rook advantage in front of me, and I don't think there was something that I could have done to offset it, except well this, I guess, and then it'd be a difference of +2. And I think this is still didn't have been a far more playable game uh, than what I ended up with having. Um, that's yeah, an interesting development. Honestly, I think I'll just go to take the horse here, even if I lose it. Um, yeah, and from here, I mean, he would still have advantage, but it wouldn't be as bad as it was. So yeah, there was still things that I could do, but I was like, yeah, I mean, after losing pieces this badly, I was like, okay, I either get this win or I lose. I definitely didn't see this. Um, and even if for like a very short, brief moment, my subconscious felt like I could do this, I thought that I'm just gonna take a queen. I'm not gonna be able to force something here, uh, and I probably would have still preferred this one because, like you saw, I could just go with the bishop here. But obviously, I failed to see this one just as well as I failed to see the horse that was waiting here and started all this downfall. Um, so because he actually, it's like he says it's good. Oh, actually, the game recommended me to do this as well. So, oh well, not as bad, I guess. Yeah, then that was a force move. Actually, I could have just moved here, but it was dumb decision to do so. Not that I haven't done dumb things in this game. Um okay, and from here, I'm curious if he do show check. Ah, yeah, he's gonna checkmate me. Um, yeah, should have gone there. Okay, and he does this. All right, and he goes here. I think he's still like in with +13 leads. Excellent deal. Uh, okay, here I guess. Yeah, to check me. Uh, with the next move. Hmm. So he tells me to do this one here because like there's nothing that he loses, I guess. Can still do this. Okay, go back. He comes here. Yeah, and it's basically mate in three. But like, what would have been different if I, instead of that, I would have done this one? He still would have done this. Okay. Ah, okay, I'm stopping him from going there. I see that. Okay. Okay. What about going here? Okay, he comes here. Now it's a check. Uh, he comes here. I mean, I can just do this. And this is mate, right? Yep. Okay. That's one move. I understand why he did it, so I cannot do this here. What if he moved here, though? Still excellent, I suppose. Because, yeah, as long as he moves away, I'm forced to do this, and he comes down, and I can only buy some time by doing this, and here this is just a wish that he's not gonna meet me. Yeah, so it was inevitable. Well, I don't really have anything else to add. It was um, for me, it felt like it was a blunder of a game. In the end, I struggled to recuperate from it. That's why I did a little play of being like, the old ruler was dead, and now we have another one that has to come back and try to salvage what he can. But yeah, uh, I just have to accept that it was a bad game where I started with the intention to focus on it, but then I saw a cool move as I did in another previous game, and I was like, yeah, it seems cool enough that I'm going to do it without trying to reason to see if it's the best move that I can make. And because I acted on it and I was too enthusiastic about it, it basically costed me my game. And these things honestly happen. That's why I wanted the second game and be like, okay, let's try to calm down and see if it happens the same in the second game, because I don't think it's a pattern. I mean, maybe the pattern of losing my mm, how to say it, composure over an idea that I feel enthusiastic about. This is indeed a pattern that I need to be more attentive of. And honestly, I am paying attention to not do blunders in the games that I'm playing. But yeah, sometimes it can get around and still end up doing them. Um, but yeah, I'm sort of glad about the second game. I'm sure there would have been better ways to go about it, but that's the way I found it, and I am proud of it. It means that the loss streak is over and we can move on from it. Well, see you on the next game. Cheers.